So yeah, I finally know where that crying GIF is from. What, you don't care? Well, I don't care. I'm happy. Yeah, be happy for me. Let's just go. Hello YouTube, Ash here and welcome to another episode of Pesh Talks. This time I'm doing another movie review and this time I will be reviewing Get Out. Get Out is a horror thriller written and directed by Jordan Peele. It stars Daniel Kaluuya, Allison Williamson and Bradley Whitford. So will this film drag you in or will you want to get out? Let's get into it. So this film's been out quite a while. Now what made me want to review it? Well, as you guys know, sometimes on Twitter I give you 4 films and I ask for which one would you like me to watch and review. And Get Out won. Now it was a close race between between Get Out and It till the end, as you can see, but it just managed to win. So yeah, here's my review. And as always, if you want to have a say in what I review sometimes, check out my Twitter and follow me on Twitter because yeah, I do one of these near enough every month. So yeah, check me out on Twitter, check me out. Check me out, check me out. Plot of the film. Well, a guy, Daniel Kaluuya, is going to meet his girlfriend's family. Now they're white and he's a black guy, so he's thinking that there's going to be tension. However, he has no idea what is gonna happen. And that's really all I can say, because I don't really want to spoil it, but yeah, let's just say it's not that good for him. So yeah, this film's been out quite a while, as I mentioned, and I was never really that excited to watch it because firstly, horror's not my thing. I'm actually really scared of horror. You know, I don't really like too much horror, so it was a big risk to put it and I'm gonna keep saying that, and The Conjuring, and there was some other, Happy Death Day. So, but the worst one I was really worried about was The Conjuring, because that's really scary. And it was interesting to watch this film, and I had an idea of what the plot was going to be, like the synopsis that I just gave you, but I had no idea the direction that this film takes. One thing I really enjoyed was the plot and the storyline. It was really interesting how he developed this story, which took a double take, which you're thinking something's gonna happen, and you think even, you know, if you have an idea of what's gonna happen, it kind of gets crazy. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that there's lots of twists and turns. I really couldn't predict what's gonna happen. I had an idea that something's gonna happen because, you know, the whole premise of it. But the turns and twists and, you know, what happens in the film is really crazy and really enjoyable and really smart. And I like that he added lots of humor in it. As we know, Jordan Peele's first and foremost a comedian. So for him to direct and write something like this was really interesting because it's definitely not a comedy. Although there are funny moments in it, you know, some really funny moments, especially his best friend, who I thought was hilarious, and even the last line of the film is hilarious, and it had me laughing. A great way to end this film. And speaking about the plot, how good it was, but I also like that it was a slow-paced build up to the craziness. I like that you have different little hints and little, you know, nuggets about what's gonna happen, and that's something I really like. I like when there's a slow payoff and then it just goes crazy the last third. I thought that was fantastic. As far as the performances go, I thought Daniel Kaluuya did a fantastic job. He had so much to do in this film because at times he had to be funny, at times he had to play it cool, and at times he had some really emotional moments. You've seen him in the trailer, you've seen him on the memes, you've seen him on the GIFs, so he had to juggle a lot in this film, and he pulled it off great. A very emotional performance at time, and as you start to see him trying to struggle with what's going on and trying to solve this mystery and then the fear of what's happening and all that, did it really well. I also like Bradley Whitmore's performance as the father. His character is really cool and he played him really well, as he's charming but he's also very sinister. And it's a fine line between the two. And one last mention, Allison Williamson is great as the girlfriend caught up in this whole affair. She gives a really emotional performance. As far as the directing goes, this was directed really well. Now I think this was Jordan Peele's directorial debut. If I'm wrong, I'll put down that I'm wrong down here. If I'm right, I'll put down I'm right in here. But anyway, it was directed really well. And as I said, this film, it has moments that it's slow. So it's a slow pace until the craziness happens. But in those slow moments, you're not bored. You know, he keeps the camera going forward, lots of different shots, lots of different hints at the mystery, and he does this very cleverly. He really keeps you involved as you start to really get immersed in the story and following the characters, and that's definitely down to Jordan Peele's direction. So yeah, well done to him. As for what I didn't like the character of the brother played by Caleb Landry Jones. I thought he was too much of a sinister and too much really annoying. I know he's sort of supposed to be like that, but I felt it took away some of the mystery, because you know that this guy is definitely up to no good. So I thought his character could have been handled better and be more charming. Maybe kind of gave too much info that, you know, something bad's gonna happen. So I didn't really like that character. I also felt that it was just a little bit predictable at times. Now I know there was lots of twists and turns and things happen that you don't expect them to happen, which was cool. But there were things that I predicted that would happen, and they did. So it's a fine line between making things predictable and unpredictable. They're so unpredictable that it'd be unrealistic. So yeah, it was kind of weird balance. I'm not sure if I like or didn't like that, but maybe I'm just good at guessing things. It could be. But yeah, I felt some bits were a little bit predictable. So before I give you my final rating, let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen Get Out? And if you did, what did you think of it? Also, are you looking forward to Jordan Peele's next movie, Us? Let me know in the comments down below and let's talk about it. So in conclusion, I will give this film a 4 out of 5. I thought the film was a fantastic thriller. Yes, it's a thriller, it's not a horror, so that's cool for me. And I thought it was really directed well by Jordan Peele. I can't wait to watch his next film, which is Us, and that definitely looks like a horror, so maybe, but you know, after this, I think I can watch his films. Also, this film had a great script filled with mystery, thrills, and humor. And although there were a few things I didn't like it a little bit predictable, some characters, it's definitely a fantastic watch. So that's it. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I've been Ash. If you did like it, maybe hit that like button. And please don't forget to follow me on Twitter as I run more of these polls so you can have a say in what I review. And also, if you're new to the channel and like what you're seeing, I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, top 10s, and all that. So consider hitting that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.